Welcome back to Ridezone Bikes, the channel where we dive deep into everything on two wheels, from beginner rides to high-performance machines, and everything in between. Today, we're shining the spotlight on one of the most exciting mini-motos of the year, the 2025 Honda Gorilla 125. Yes, it's back. After decades off the main stage, Honda has officially revived the Gorilla nameplate, reimagined for modern riders while paying respectful homage to the original. And let me tell you, this little brute is not just a novelty or collector's piece. It's a legitimate city cruiser, commuter, and conversation starter that brings old-school charm and new-school engineering into one compact, punchy package. Let's start with a bit of history to appreciate the Gorilla's revival. Originally launched in the late 1970s, the Honda Gorilla was conceived as a slightly beefier, longer-range version of the Honda Monkey. While the Monkey leaned more playful and lightweight, the Gorilla brought in a chunkier aesthetic, a larger tank, and the kind of mini-bike attitude that made it stand out among its peers. It had a cult following among urban riders and offbeat enthusiasts who loved its compact dimensions, rugged design, and go-anywhere vibe. For 2025, Honda has taken that same DNA and infused it with tech, practicality, and style that fits today's roads, riders, and expectations. Under the hood, or should we say, under the tank, beats a reliable and refined 124cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing just under 10 horsepower and around 10 Nm of torque. It might not sound like a beast on paper, but remember, the Gorilla weighs just about 104 kilograms. 229 pounds. This makes it extremely nimble, perfect for weaving through city traffic or buzzing around back roads. It's mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, a step up from automatic scooters or CVTs in terms of rider engagement. Shifting is smooth and intuitive, with ratios tuned to make the most of the low-end torque. It's not built for high speeds, so expect a top end of around 95 km/h. Roughly 60 miles per hour, but it delivers solid mid-range punch and quick acceleration, especially from stoplights or in dense traffic. Now let's talk about handling and suspension, where the 2025 Gorilla really comes into its own. The bike features inverted front forks, a first for the Gorilla line, which provide a more stable, confidence-inspiring ride over rough patches or urban potholes. In the rear, you get twin shock absorbers with preloaded adjustability. This setup isn't just for aesthetics, it genuinely smooths out imperfect roads and adds a surprising level of comfort for a bike of this size. Paired with 12-inch alloy wheels wrapped in chunky block pattern tires, the Gorilla 125 gives you the grip and poise you need for short gravel detours or unpredictable urban surfaces. It's agile in corners, light to maneuver, and extremely beginner-friendly while still fun for experienced riders who want something light and playful. Braking is handled by hydraulic disc brakes front and rear, and here's the kicker: ABS come standard. That's right, Honda isn't cutting corners with safety. Even in the mini-bike segment, the ABS system is responsive and unobtrusive, offering peace of mind whether you're riding in rain, gravel, or tight traffic. The brakes feel progressive, not grabby, which makes stop-and-go riding a breeze and helps avoid locking up during panic stops. In terms of tech and features, the Gorilla 125 punches well above its weight. The all-new digital LCD display is sleek, functional, and easy to read. It includes a gear position indicator, digital speedometer, trip meter, clock, and even a real-time fuel consumption readout. You also get a USB-C charging port discreetly integrated near the handlebars, so perfect for keeping your phone or GPS charged during city rides. Lighting is fully LED, from the classic round headlamp to the rear tail light and turn signals, providing better visibility, longer lifespan, and a more modern aesthetic. And speaking of modernity, the Gorilla 125 now features a smart key system with proximity detection and an anti-theft alarm, a first for many motos in this segment. But what really grabs attention is the design. The 2025 Gorilla is unmistakably retro, yet undeniably fresh. It carries forward the squat, muscular silhouette of the original Gorilla, with its boxy fuel tank and compact frame, but adds premium touches like blacked-out engine components, minimalist side panels, and high-quality switchgear. The frame is tubular steel, rugged and exposed in all the right places, giving it a kind of industrial street fighter vibe in mini bike form. The flat, cushy seat offers enough room for a rider and even a small passenger, with grab rails included as standard. Color options for 2025 include Candy Energy Orange, Pearl Nebula Red, Matte Carbon Black, and a limited run Army Green variant that's already turning heads in Japan. Each finish is deep, glossy, and premium looking, with subtle Gorilla 125 badging that adds character without overwhelming the design. If you want to personalize further, Honda's already released range of accessories: tank bags, luggage racks, crash bars, and even a high-mount exhaust for those wanting a scrambler-style look. There's a real customization culture forming around the Gorilla, much like what we've seen with the Grom and Monkey. Now for the numbers. In the US, the 2025 Honda Gorilla 125 comes in at an MSRP of $4,399, positioning it just above the Monkey 125. In Canada, expect a price around $5,699 Canadian dollars, while in the UK it's launching at roughly £3,999. Pricing in India and Southeast Asia is still being finalized, but initial estimates place it around a superscript 12.75 lakh in India once released. Considering the level of equipment, brand reliability, and sheer rideability, that's a compelling value for new riders, returning bikers, and urban commuters alike. So what's the unique appeal here? Why pick the Gorilla over a Monkey 125, Grom, or even a scooter? It comes down to identity. The Gorilla 125 blends retro charm with modern reliability, but with a slightly more rugged, mature edge than its Monkey sibling. The bigger tank gives it better range, the tougher stance gives it presence, and the performance upgrades make it more capable than most would expect. It's still lighthearted and accessible, but it feels like a bike for adults who don't want to grow all the way up. It also makes a perfect second bike for commuting, running errands, or just getting some throttle therapy on quiet back roads. In summary, the 2025 Honda Gorilla 125 is everything we love about the mini-moto category, distilled into a refined, well-equipped, and personality-filled package. It's practical enough to use daily, stylish enough to park proudly, and fun enough to make you grin like a kid. Whether you're buying your first motorcycle, looking for a fun urban ride, or just want something totally unique, the Gorilla checks all the boxes and then some. Honda has managed to bring a classic back to life without sacrificing usability, safety, or fun, and that's no small feat. So what do you think of the new Gorilla 125? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let us know if you'd pick one over a Monkey or a Grom, and be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive. Subscribe to Ridezone Bikes for more reviews, comparisons, and ride videos. And as always, ride safe, ride smart, and keep the rubber side down.